looks like we're about ready to kick this off here. First live stream in a hot minute. I was planning on doing GTA 5 as the first live stream back, but it kind of went out the window when I realized I need to get some work done in the Let's Play world for future projects and endeavors. Don't really have that much of a plan for how this is gonna go. First off, I need to get some coordinates written down on my papers here, so if I get lost again I can find home. And this is gonna be a little bit ahead, like 6 or 7 episodes ahead of the Let's Play, which, that's Sunday, isn't it? Yeah, first episode, The Return, will be going out. So yeah, this is a little bit ahead of that, so sneak peeks, I guess. But yeah. So just to put into perspective, I have done quite a bit, as you can probably see. The armor set that I was having problems with is... Where's my mouse? I'm going to full screen the game now. Yeah, the armor set is done. Took forever. You will see that whenever the episode comes out. So there are going to be a little bit of spoilers, but I still recommend watching the episodes to get exactly what went down. The dragon fight was especially a good one. But yeah. So yeah, basically I have no overworld coordinates written down, which is not great. Especially now we have an elytra. So I'm just going to write the home coordinates down real fast. I realize I could have done this off camera. But yeah, we also need to get the coordinates for the stronghold in the nether. Or not stronghold. I already got that written down. I meant nether fortress, because I've got big plans for that, but I'm not looking forward to that journey. Even though this is on... Am I lagging? I feel like I'm lagging slightly. That's probably fine. Where's the... That. Yeah, we're on easy, so I shouldn't have much to worry about. Yeah, it's slightly lagging. That's fine. But yeah, I've done quite a bit since you last saw this world. In any capacity. But yeah, it's because of the bit I did that we're out of resources. But there are some cool things now, like for example, shulker boxes. And by the way, you guys will be seeing the first episode. I've got like 6 or 7 recorded, and the series is going to be daily. I plan on live streaming GTA, not online, just regular story mode. What have you got for sale? Nothing really worth my time. But yeah. So that's the lowdown, I guess you could say, of what's been going on. I need to harvest that. I'm going to wait till they're actually all fully grown before I do that. My axe is worse for where I need to do some trading. Actually, first things first. Yeah, I need to get I need to get more cobblestone and get that smelting. Yeah, so where's my toolsmiths at? What do you sell? Do I have a one that sells pickaxes cheaper than that? Nope. Nope. You're not even meant to be over here. You're in the wrong building. I'll take it. I'll take it. But yeah, this is also new. You'll see the this comes later in the week. And actually the episode where I technically, it's still not entirely finished. It'll probably never be entirely finished. Because like anything in this game, you'll always find a way to make it better. But yeah, I basically decided that the trading hall idea doesn't entirely work on the Bedrock platform like it does on Java. So I ditched it and just built a custom village. Because it's much easier to just manage that way. And if need be later on, I can separate the villagers into separate villages, but it doesn't look like it's going to be a problem, so I ain't going to worry about it at the moment. This needs to be moved to the house. I'm thinking about putting the smelter hall in the basement of my house. Just that way it's always loaded. It'll be a lot more productive than it being over here where even if I'm AFK in my house, it's not loaded. So nothing technically gets done. How much cobblestone do I have in here? None. So yeah, that is a slight problem. Because I've got plans for the nether hub, and that's going to take a lot of stone. I do mean a lot of stone, because stone bricks. Actually, I might do deep slate. If I put the brakes on that and just use deep slate later on, that could work. I need to empty this out. I might make a shulker box and put it in there with potions in it, because yeah, having slow falling potions can be useful. I also want some fire res in there. Yeah, I'm gonna put these over here in the brewing hut. To this day, I still think this was a genius idea. And I am happy to have thought of it. But yeah, life is so much easier now that we have an elytra. Even though I don't have the fireworks to actually use the thing. Which sucks, but oh well. I'm glad I seem to not be dropping frames. That's great. That's one of the main reasons I quit live streaming, among other things. But yeah, not dropping frames is a huge plus. It's going to take a minute. But yeah, so I need to work in my basement. That's going to net us some stone. Yeah, this just needs a full-on overhaul down here, don't it? Let's see. I'm going to go down 2 levels just to be safe. Because I don't necessarily want to build this wrong. So I'm going to go down 2 levels. And hopefully we won't have any problems. That would be very, very, very nice if that were the case, but it's likely not going to be the case. So ladders. I have a lot of ladders because I was planning to, we have something special next to the stronghold portal in the nether, which you guys will see when that episode finally comes out. So I want to be able to access that special thing when we get around to doing that. Yeah, I need to go back in here. Getting a little sidetracked, but that's par for the course, I guess. This shovel is too fast for its own good at times. Ooh, there's coal in there? That's super useful. So yeah. I think I said I was going to go down 2. So yeah. And this will be nice because then I get enough cobblestone to do the walls, even though... Oh. Should I change these walls out for stone brick? Excuse me, I am very inclined to do that. Yeah, let's do that. And it sucks I can't go... It sucks I can't go more that way because... Okay. So, I'm scrapping my original plan. These things happen. But it looks like I need to go down more and just put it... Yeah, okay, so that'll give me some of the leeway I'm looking for. Because then I can actually change the wall to stone brick and not change my basement up too terribly much. Yeah. And then we'll just go this way and I don't have to worry about running into the surface. So yeah, in its own roundabout way, this kind of works out. Because I can kind of untie this from my house a little bit. Or the main basement of my house. Which will give us a little bit of leeway in what we can do with it. Which is always appreciated. This is only efficiency 4, I think, right? Oh, it's efficiency 5. Nice. I don't know if we have deep slate in this world. I don't remember. That is one of my favorite blocks next to smooth stone and stone bricks. Is the deep slate brick blocks. Then again, I guess I could always use some of the new blocks that came out in 1.19, like mud. I haven't really done anything with that because it's kind of a pain. And as a side note, when the update came out initially, my first thought was redstone. And I did look into it, and it turns out you can automate it to some extent. Which is huge. But yeah, not at the moment. Also, off camera, this is recent, really recent. I decided to light this area up so I could actually be out here at night and not worry about a creeper sneaking up on me. So, yeah, I'm just gonna put these supplies here. I will pick these up later. If I had shulker boxes, more than I do have, I would just do that. And I understand I have this furnace house over here, but once again, I didn't exactly put it in a great spot, because if I'm AFK in my house, which I tend to do so the crops grow, this is out of simulation distance, so if there's anything in it, it doesn't smelt. If I AFK over here, the crops don't grow. And I stopped AFKing in my house and started AFKing in that wooden structure over there. So my potatoes would grow, which make me lots of emeralds, and my villagers would load, so that while I am AFK, they'll refresh their trades. So complicated. So very complicated. Yeah, Bedrock villagers aren't the greatest. Primarily because unlike Java villagers, if you get a free refresh per day in Java, where if you trade them out, say with something like potatoes, because that's tangible to what I'm doing, if you trade them out with potatoes, they'll refresh for the same price, and then if you trade them out again, then the prices start climbing. On Bedrock, they just start climbing immediately after you trade them out the first time. Then you have to wait for a day for them to refresh, then they'll go back down. I like the Java system better, obviously, because it allows for a lot more profits in a lot less time. Or a lot more profits in a lot less time. So yeah, that's kind of a better system. At least from a player perspective. Yeah, let's do that. Wait, I'm doing this wrong. No, actually, I think that works. Does it? I need to get a bunch of this crafted, because you can never have too much crafted at once, unless you just craft the whole thing and have 4 stacks in your inventory, which not optimal use of your wood. Does this work? No. Okay. Used to, at some point it would have worked, but I think they've since changed it many updates ago. So, and we need to do it like that, and that will allow the top chest to open, hopefully. I'm thinking we do deep slate for the walls, or deep slate bricks, which, while I was over at the storage room, I forgot to check to see if I had any. I probably don't, but I have a branch mine that goes down to Bedrock. Or not Bedrock, Y level 12. No. Y level 11. So, it shouldn't be that hard to get it. Hopefully. And here I can just use these blocks conveniently. Oh. So that's the problem. Alright. So for this, I think we need, what, 4 blocks? We need to be, what, 4 blocks tall or something like that. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, yeah, 4 blocks. And I think we've accomplished that. I'm gonna check real quick to see if we have any deep slate even. No. That's a bummer, because I know in this world I've been in the deep slate layers. I believe in a live stream. More than likely. I seem to remember that anyway. May not have actually been a thing, but yeah. But I remember that so vividly. That's weird. Stone. Okay, so next up on the chopping block is getting the supplies. I need to put these picks over here. I forgot that I was going to enchant one. Possibly more than one. Well, yeah. Providing the first one works out, it'll be more than one. Ooh. And that's not great. That is pretty good. So let's go ahead and unenchant. Whoa. Whoa, no, 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 no. That was almost bad. You always want to have at least one Silk Touch pickaxe. And I almost disenchanted mine because I'm gonna just go ahead and name these real fast. Control A. Yeah. So that won't happen again. By the way, that's a little reference. If you know what the reference is, good on you. If you don't, you don't. I'm not going to explain it. If you've seen any movies on the Vietnam War, you might get the reference. Yeah, deep slate. Mining deep slate. Okay. I might actually bring the these other picks along. Nah. I'll keep that, and I'm actually just going to make it like an actual backup copy of my main pickaxe right here. So I'll put a book of Fortune 2 on it to make it Fortune 3. But and then eventually mending. My mending guy's kind of a scam artist. 32 emeralds for mending is way too much. But I was desperate at the time, so I took it. By the way, this is incredibly dangerous. And I say that because it sounds like there might be a cave down here. Which I wouldn't despair over. Yeah, not one bit. Do I have any deep slate down here? That's always great. Do I have any coal down here? No, I don't. Well, actually, yeah, no. Well, no problem. I'll just make some charcoal. I don't need this gravel. Gravel's very useless to me, in fact. Yeah, actually, gravel is pretty useless to me because I, one, have an infinity bow, and even if I didn't have an infinity bow, I could just buy it from the Fletcher villager. Why is there... Okay, are we into... Yeah, we hit tough. Which is fine. That's just tough. Wait, I do have coal. I'm an idiot. I remember when this stuff was going to be used around the geodes. I kind of wish it was. I kind of wish tough and calcite would switch places. Because calcite is so much of a better block than tough. Just my opinion, but I kind of yeah, I kind of hate tough. So yeah, that's a thing. Yeah, I'm not sure how much of this stuff we need. But at least on Java, this is even slow with a beacon. I don't even think with a haste 2 beacon it would insta-break, which I do plan on getting one of those. Yeah, I spy gold. Ooh. Hang on a second. I know I'm getting sidetracked, and the point of this stream is to not explore a cave, but I kind of can't help myself. I saw a pointed dripstone, which I want to get off of relying on coal to smelt stuff as soon as possible. So I really want a lava farm. But that requires an ungodly amount of iron. So, ooh. That's a lot of deep slate, or cobbled deep slate I got right there. Ooh. Die. I believe this chunks was created before they nerfed diamonds in 1.18. Because if you didn't know, diamonds on Bedrock when the update first hit were super common in caves. It wasn't uncommon to get veins of 8 and 9 just on the regular. But they nerfed it to match with Java parity, which I really wish they didn't do. I mean, let's face it, diamonds are already kind of devalued because of how easily you can get them with villagers. Yeah, this is definitely chunks from before the nerf. So I might actually... Okay. I might not actually touch these diamonds in that case because I don't really need them. I may change my mind on that at some point, like if I ever do a diamond beacon. But I'm fine with just strip mining. I'd rather not touch these up here that have been here since before they nerfed it on Bedrock, so yeah, those can stay, those are fine. I probably also won't be strip mining too much in the chunks above me because I don't want to... It's kind of like part of this world's part of a museum piece now. I don't like others. I don't like messing with stuff in parts of worlds like that after such major changes like what happened in 1.18. Don't fall on me. But yeah. I can't remember if this has to be placed under a source block of lava too. I might just have to look up a lava farm tutorial. which because of a plugin I'm using and why I primarily use Stream Elements, I tried to set this up with Streamlabs. The Streamlabs and custom plugins they don't like to talk to each other. So that's its own thing, which I wish they would fix or integrate this plugin to some extent. But basically it allows me to target a specific window and only capture audio from that window. And you can add multiple windows into the list. So like how I was talking about GTA. It's funny how I can hear that when I am miles away from it. But I can capture audio from a specific window. So GTA as an example, or this. It's not catching anything else on my desktop. In fact, I could be listening to copyrighted music right now and be alright because you guys would never hear it. But I basically did this so that when I was streaming with Warlord or anyone else and having to use Discord, I could have I could actually EQ it to the best of my ability for when I was live. It's also useful when recording too. Allows you to have better control over the audio, which is always a plus. It's not so much a set it and forget it type of thing. And it's nice to actually have game audio. I'm going to have to warn you guys ahead of time that if you do watch the episodes coming out, the first like 7 aren't going to have game audio. And that's a goof on my part because I did not check to make sure the here I'll have to explain how I record videos and my audio. So basically I record my audio on multiple tracks to a video file, so I don't have to use something like I can basically perfectly balance it in editing without the use of having to record audio separately on Audacity. So benefits to this: there's not going to be any latency with a webcam, which huge bonus. I recommend you do that so you don't have to worry about syncing issues. So that basically negates the need of a clap sync, which can save time at the start of a video, i.e. making editing slightly faster, which is huge. Very, very huge, in fact. So there's bonuses like that. And it's just easier to keep it organized and all in one place, which is a great help when editing. But yeah, basically I didn't have the thing ticked to the right track, so it didn't record the audio at all. So my fault for not checking, but it's also my fault for recording 7 episodes before actually going back and listening and then realizing, oh, I should have checked this beforehand and didn't. But that's the way it goes, I guess. Yeah, no, I can't craft deep slate bricks in there. I think I need a grindstone for that, don't I? I know where there's one at. I could craft another one, but that'd just be effectively wasting iron, which is not something a person wants to do. Because mining for iron is a significant pain now. Hell, mining for anything can be a pain now. Unless you find one of those mega veins, which are great. They are amazing. They are amazing, which kind of makes up for it. It's just those can be kind of rare, as they should be, because they are extremely powerful. Yeah. Yeah, let's get this done. I'll move the first auto smelter in here, I think I want 2 regular furnaces and then one with a one blast furnace auto smelter. Because I don't really see the point of having multiple of those. This was a really good idea to get a lot of stone, which is just going to be immediately put into the furnaces that go down here. Which is kind of a weird layer of inception, now that I think about it. Also, I have no idea what I'm going to do for the floor down here. That's thinking problems for a little bit down the line. Not sure if this is entirely meshing well. I guess I'll see after I finish the room. I need to get this ladder done. That way I can at least place it and get out of here if I need to go on another materials run. Which that's inevitable, but... yeah... oof. We should almost be done with that. Yes. So let's see. An auto smelter is 4x4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It's got enough clearance vertically. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. So 4 auto smelters, full size ones, can go down here. Which that's just lovely that this room happens to be the exact right size, because I wasn't counting when I was mining this out. No idea what I want to do with the floor, because I can't go smooth stone, and I don't really want to go deep slate for the floor. Polished granite would be too tacky. Polished andesite could be the ticket, though. I really wish they had made smooth andesite walls. I don't understand why they did that when they were adding those. That works for now. If I don't like it, I can always change it in the future. That's kind of the thing about Minecraft, is if you have something you don't like, you can always change it farther down the line, which that's nice. One of the nice things. Yeah. This is working. Little laggy. At least I'm not dropping frames. That is so good. I don't have any andesite in the I'm gonna have to run back to storage for andesite, aren't I? Yep. I also need to get a craft up some chest. I should have enough wood. I've harvested quite a bit. Throw that on the ground. And no, I'm not being wasteful. I am doing a little trick here. Boom. Let me just make sure I didn't. And I did. Well, I never have to worry about chest again. So that's kind of a solace in its own way, I suppose. Iron. That ought to do that, and I need more iron. Basically, just go ahead and craft that all into hoppers. Still need more iron. I'm gonna need a lot of iron for buckets too, because I like using lava over the over coal, because coal is it's kind of tricky. Ooh, that is perfect. That is absolutely perfect. Okay. Yeah, coal in the modern times is a tricky commodity. I'm sure that won't be enough, but actually it probably will. I forgot what I went over there for. Oof. I went over there for yikes. I got sidetracked. Yeah, I went over for andesite, which I hope I have some. Yeah, I don't like tough. I really don't like tough. Excuse me. I mean, the coolest thing I think I've seen that uses tough is a pathway. I think it was Waddles that made it on Minecraft Guide for 1.18. It was a good use there, but actually I take that back. I can think of another good use for it. If you have a if your build palette is stone bricks and you want to add some weathered feel to it, I would stone bricks, tough, andesite, and cracked stone bricks could work. That could be a thing. I don't know. I might have just found a new use for it. Just randomly trying to look for a use for it. I'll have to remember that. Note that down. Okay. I'm saying a lot. Trying to think of... There I go. Trying to think of stuff to say to keep commentary rolling. Which isn't the easiest thing in the world to do. Especially trying to prevent dead spots. In videos, you can avoid that just by editing out, not so much live. So you have to be constantly thinking of things to say. There, that works. That's enough light. There I go again. There. It's easier to build these from the bottom up, so this side will be the regular super smelter, or regular smelters. Yeah, this side will be the regular smelters, and the one across from it can be the ore smelter. Do I have enough cobblestone to make a furnace? Apparently not. That's alright, because I'm pretty sure I put the furnaces that were down there in a chest. Yes, I only needed one of you. I can craft another one to go down there later. Yeah. Now this is, oops. I'm just going to use the D-pad. I don't really want to wear this controller out, because I don't really have money to be putting out new controllers. Those are kind of expensive. Now here's where the I keep saying here's where the trap chests come in, because I don't want these to connect to make a double chest. Yeah, this could use to be wider. I could sink this down and put the chest in the floor. It's fine. It's fine. I've always got later, like I said, to change it if I don't like it. Actually, I could just always move this down, put it back here in the corner, so it's not really a problem. But I don't reckon this will be shown on camera too often. Because its nature is just kind of not... It's not exactly a pretty room. I need 6 levers. Oh, yeah, the bottleneck is cobblestone, not the sticks. Oops. Oh, yeah, that's a mangrove propagule. I plan on making this swamp match. I'm going to take a section of it and make it look kind of like the new swamps. Even though I know where there's a new swamp at, it is very far away. And actually, I don't know where it's at because I, for one, didn't take coordinates. And 2, I didn't record it, so I have no way to go back and look at coordinates for it. By the way, this is a little fun fact. Because you can get XP from these. But the way you do it is you have to prevent these hoppers from working, essentially, and smelt something and then take it out manually. And it gives you all the XP that it's stored up. So this is going to be a super overpowered way to get a lot of XP really fast, but it's just the time it takes to smelt all that is not really worth it. But if you smelt a lot of stuff anyway, which you will, this is Minecraft, you're going to be smelting lots of stuff if you take on any big projects at all. But yeah, if you smelt enough stuff, you can make loads back on XP. I do mean absolutely loads. Yeah, I need to get... There's a spare front. I wasted stone. No biggie. That stuff's easy to get. Deep slate, on the other hand, not so much. Drowned? No trident drown. Not worth my time. If he had a trident, I would take him on. Yeah, let's put this away for now. It needs to go in the proper chest. Oops. So, side note, I need to get more of that sometime. Diorite. I'm not going to use diorite. I don't really have a good use for it. Iron. Yep. Forgot what I came over here for a minute. I'm just going to take the rest of this, because I'm going to need a boatload of iron anyway. I need 2 more hoppers, and the rest is going to be crafted into buckets, because I need a way to run the auto smelter, and that's going to be with lava. Just because there is an abundance of lava in the new caves, which is really nice. Like, kind of a mid to later game alternative to coal. Yeah, there, it's done. Okay, so lava's kind of a mid to late game alternative for coal, which is nice that they give you a lot of that in the overworld. But there's also a ton of it in the nether too, so it checks out. That's all I got to say. The day that bee got stuck on that flower, it's kind of funny actually. Hi there, buddy. I'm glad bees in Minecraft don't have the tendencies of the ones in real life where they just buzz up to you and sting you for no apparent reason sometimes. That has happened to me more than once. Anyone else had that experience? Just minding your own business and a bee comes up to you and stings you for no apparent reason? I don't know. Ooh. Please tell me I have blocks. Good. Yeah, I need this to be accessible because... Ooh. Okay. This is also another way I make profits, is by selling this off. This used to be a underground carrot farm. I've since converted it mostly into sugarcane, because paper gets quite a bit. And at some point I could automate this. Which, automatic profits, it's always nice. Sticks are a really good way to do that. Melons is a extremely good way to do it. Pumpkins are too. Pumpkins are actually better than melons for that because you get more on the return. Like melons, the piston breaks it and it goes into pieces. With pumpkins, it you get the pumpkin block. So the return on investment on pumpkins is just the tiniest bit better. But yeah. Also, this serves as a way to get rockets easily. Of course, I have backup carrots, just in case I should ever want to start growing those again. Excuse me, because I do have villagers that trade for carrots. Okay, let's... Yeah, I think I'm coming down with a cold or something. A sore throat, now sneezing. Ooh. Okay, that's a lot of buckets, but probably gonna be needed. Okay. So, yeah, that's how I'm going to do this. I'm going to put do that like that and then throw 2 in. Okay. So that works. I'm going to go fill these up with lava. Should I brew a fire res potion? I don't trust my nether because it's Soul Sand Valley. I hate the Soul Sand Valley with a passion. Oh yeah, I also need to... What are you doing in here? Yeah, never mind. I also need to note down the coordinates of this portal. So... That's done. Portal is noted. And now time to descend the ladder. I really want my bow out for this. This bow's looking worse for wear, and the only thing I did with it was defeat the Ender Dragon. Haha, missed me. I remember the first time I went through here, I just had a crossbow. Was not the greatest weapon in the world. Oh, that's no fair. You made the sound and then shot a fireball at me like 5 minutes later? Yeah, not worth. So yeah, I also plan to start netherite farming, or netherite farming. I wish. I would farm that stuff all day. I plan to start netherite mining sometime soon-ish. But that there's their... Okay, good. This area is pseudo-safe. I say pseudo-safe as there is no real 100% safe place in the nether. That kind of thing just does not exist. Now what I might do to get the coordinates for the nether fortress is I might create a copy of the world and go into creative mode in that copy and fly to where it is. To get the coordinates, because I don't really... Now this is risky business here. Because I don't really... See, I guess I should have brought the fire res potion. Is that safe? Yeah, it's... not safe at all! Just peek around the corner and there's just a gas there. Oh man, great stuff, great stuff. Now here's my question. Why does the nether stuff burn in lava? Because to me that doesn't entirely make sense. This netherrack is literally surrounded by lava, so why does it burn in it? And why is if I was to drop this bucket in lava, does it burn in lava if it can hold lava? See, it's things like that. That really make you question the game sometimes. I don't really need these ladders, so goodbye ladders. But I guess that's just video game logic there at its finest. I really don't want to burn these buckets because that would be such a massive pain to have to replace. Especially considering the amount of iron we put into these. No. Yeah, this is why lava is the most overpowered fuel source in the game. Not only does each bucket smelt 100 blocks by itself, which that in itself is overpowered, but the fact that you can get it in overabundance in the second dimension of the game. Just the best fuel source, providing you have the iron. Which it does take a while to get the iron needed to fully rely on it. But worth it. 100% worth it. Because you'll never need anything better. And also, if you really wanted to get really meta with this, you could take a dark oak jungle, or dark oak forest, and farm for dark oak wood and use the lava to make charcoal as a fuel. That's also a thing I've done in the past. Alright, time to get these loaded. I don't need this gold. I don't want to throw it away, but I don't want it clogging my inventory, so goodbye gold. And also, mind you, this is all for one smelter. Actually, I have to take this back out now because I had an idea. But let's fill one line, or one row, and then just put one row in. Because that's enough for like 900 blocks, which is a lot. That is a lot to smelt at one time, and I don't think I'm going to be doing that anytime soon. But you never know. I also don't want to be wasteful with this, because this is a semi-precious resource. So it's best not to be wasteful with it. And truth be told, I could probably just run this on coal for the time being, because I don't think I'm going to be coming back with too terribly much to smelt up at one time. I tend to not do a lot of, or I haven't done any mining lately, so it's probably fine to just run that on coal. I'm gonna not do that. I was just gonna throw it on the ground and come back for it, but I'd probably forget. So let's just do that instead. Actually, I probably should check and see how much XP is in that. My axe is in kind of a bad way at the moment. Night. One thing I forgot to check, I'm going to check real fast. Is my stream set to public? Yes. Oh, I just checked chat. Hello. Hello and welcome to the stream, YT Justin _XX. It's 3:55 already. Wow. Time does fly. How long have I been live for? An hour 10. That's pretty good. What was I doing? I completely just blanked. Oh. That's the same thing as walking into another room to get something, and then when you get in the other room, you completely forget what you were doing. I'm going to full screen the game again, because if I don't, it makes it stretch funky in OBS. Oh yeah, I was putting this in the smelter. Sorry for any perceivable lag. I'm gonna say that ahead of time. My PC is well, it's alright. A lower end computer now is better than a medium computer 10 years ago. That's a bad example. It's better than one that would have been out 6 or 7 years ago by a long shot. Cool. Okay. I am unsure if I just break this if the XP will come out. So I'm just gonna put some stone in it with some wooden planks and do it that way. And hopefully I get the XP from it. There should be quite a lot saved up in there. I don't remember the last time I took the XP out. Okay, good. That's the right side. Well, it's the left, but it's the one that needs coal. Ooh, Wandering Trader. Let's see what you have. Dripstone, I just got some of that for free. I got a lot of that for free, so now go rip someone else off. Hopefully Stream Elements chat scrolls down on its own. That'd be kind of nice. I hope it does. Okay. Get the axe out. Okay. It did quite a bit for it. Okay. Still not back to full, but actually I need that. It's better. It's better. Okay, now we need to get the stuff smelting for the next project, which don't know what the next project that's going to require a lot of stone. Well, Nether hub, of course. I've also got a few projects that I forget what they are. They're on the wall in the project room. It doesn't seem like enough stone to necessarily justify using lava buckets on, but oh well. Fun fact, if you have a mining beacon, stone can be a good way to make emeralds. And I've done that. I don't know if it's entirely worth it, but basically any way I can make emeralds, I will try to make emeralds. I'm going to pause for a minute. Okay. Checking Stream Elements. Okay, I've got enough drink in the bottle. That's good. Everything's good. Yeah, I'm going to go check the projects. See if there's any materials I need to gather. Netherite tools, auto smelt. Well, done. Mob farm, kind of already done. Just needs a little bit of work. Not really great for XP, but as a passive, as a mob farm, it'll probably be fine. I assume. I hope. I really need a creeper farm. Overworld End. These are future projects, by the way. That one's going to be a little difficult. Oh, boy. I definitely want netherite tools before I even attempt that, but I can take another one of these out of the... Ooh. That's the next episode project. 100%. As I just failed to hit the zombie, or drowned rather. Oh god, my throat's still wrecked from yesterday. Ooh. Recording like 4 episodes in one day is rough. Okay, yeah. We need to farm up some of this for the better house that I just pulled out. I probably should have done that in an episode rather than a stream, but oh well. Yeah, we need to get lots of wood, because spruce is one of my favorite woods. I know that's the typical thing, but it makes for great roofs. I haven't really used it for much else other than that, but top tier wood. And mangrove, I also want to do something with mangrove, but I don't have a very good way to farm that at the moment. Plus, if you farmed mangrove, you probably know it gets fairly messy because of the roots. It's messy fast, actually. So, actually, I can't remember. Can you compost the roots? If you can, that is a really good way to get bone meal. I don't know. I guess the only way to actually know would be grow the mangrove tree that's in the or the propagule. I did not know this could spawn like this. That's interesting. Yeah, this was a good idea. I needed a way to farm spruce so bad. So many saplings. If you just cut down 1 or 2 trees, you barely get any saplings from it. But if you cut down a bunch, I guess it stands to reason you'd get a lot of saplings. But it seems like the drops are kind of increased a little bit. I'm not going to complain about that. That's always nice. It means I can expand my little false spruce forest here. Even though I'm pretty sure I have enough of this around, I could have just destroyed an entire spruce forest and not really had any consequences for it. But I would rather farm it close to my house than destroy a spruce forest. Alright, well this is... It's got a ways to go a bit. I guess if it gets dark, I'll just have to sleep with the villagers. Which isn't really a problem. Oh. That's why I never recommend mining the bottom block of a tree or spruce tree until you've chopped down the whole thing. Because this can happen and it's annoying if you have already mined the bottom block. Unfortunate, but solvable. I need to put a carpet on this side closer to this. Alright. Nose is itching. That's weird. Check YouTube page real fast. Cool. Oh, hi, villagers. Yeah, I've learned one thing from building this village. And the thing I learned was, don't put their workstations in a house if there's a lot of them. Because it breaks their pathfinding somehow. So I put them outside. The only reason I put the farmers' workstations inside even though I knew it would be kind of cramped in their house, was because I wanted them to be able. I wanted to be able to trade with them even if it was raining, which they don't. They don't like to work in the rain, so that's fine. I can always either A, sleep to get rid of the rain, or B, just track them down. So I've got solutions for it. Okay. I think it's obvious I need to spread this out slightly better. Because some of these aren't growing. I think it's because they're too close to each other when the big trees actually do grow in. It's easy to forget that these don't entirely work like oak. Oak trees, that is. So we've expanded it a tiny bit. I'm going to put these in the storage room so we have some spares in case something like lightning were to strike there and burn down the entire forest, which that would be a real tragedy. That would be a real tragedy, man. Alright. That still gets me sometimes. Yeah, saplings. That's a good amount of spruce. Put that away. Not enough to do much with, though, but it's still a good amount. Alright, I think I've put it off long enough. I probably should have done this ages ago. But I'm pretty sure this is all fully grown now. So I'm going to go harvest that. Nice potato field. Okay, how much has this got left on it? Oh, lovely. Oh, lovely. That'll probably just go through 2 buckets. So the downside to how I did it is I'm probably going to have to refill it fairly often. But that's fine. And a good thing, or a good practice, I guess. I'm gonna hold that thought for a minute. Ooh. A good practice is to have a Fortune 3 hoe, which may seem useless on the surface, but you can, one, Fortune works on potatoes. It technically works on all crops. It's just not going to double your wheat. It will double your seed drops, though, but that's kind of useless, to be honest. But the reason I recommend that is if, say, these were walls and I was using my Fortune pickaxe, it would basically just insta-mine the wall. And it would break the lanterns on top. So, I recommend the enchanted hoe because you don't have to worry about that. The most you'll do is break the farmland. And even then, that's just an easy fix just by placing it back down and then retilling it. So yeah, I recommend an enchanted diamond hoe. Or netherite. Netherite works good too. Though you'd need the diamond hoe anyway if you wanted a netherite one, so yeah. And isn't it cool anyway? That's just a massive flex. Hey, I have an enchanted netherite hoe. It's got fortune 3. More useful now than it would have been in the past. Actually, I'm pretty sure in the past you couldn't have even put fortune on it to begin with, but yeah, that's a thing for another time, I suppose. Yeah, this is gonna make bank. 100%. I might actually have so much of this that I'm not going to be able to sell it all in one go, which is what I typically try to do. Because I like making them emeralds. One, I want to be able to have a mega beacon. I don't want to use my iron on that particularly. So, it's just kind of nice to not have to waste iron on a beacon, especially if there's better resources for it, like emeralds, which are easily obtained. But you could always build an iron farm, I suppose, but I'm not sure how to do that on Bedrock. I know how to do it on Java. It's actually quite easy. On Java, you just need 4 villagers and a zombie. And a name tag. Don't forget a name. Well, it could be one of them special zombies that pick up items. Those will never despawn too. But the name tag's the safer bet. And also, if you're going to ever change the game mode to peaceful, I don't ever recommend putting it in spawn chunks. Because if you switch the difficulty and it's in spawn chunks, it's broke. Because you've just despawned your zombie. And it can be really fun trying to get another one back in one. So yeah, word of advice, if you're ever going to put your world in peaceful for any reason whatsoever, don't build your iron farm in spawn chunks. If you're never going to put your world in peaceful, then go right on ahead. Because then it should run all the time. Actually, I'm not so sure if that's true. I know on Java to some extent it's true, but I'm not sure about Bedrock. Because there are quite a few big differences between the platforms. Like, for example, on Java, villager jobs, or the villager workstations and how they accept their jobs is proximity based. On Bedrock, it's not. Any villager in like 100 by 100, it might even be bigger than 100 by 100, but any villager in a 100 by 100 area can accept a job from a block that could very well be over 100 blocks away from it. And even if they can't get to it, like physically can't get to it, like it's in a wall, say it's underground in a cave at Bedrock or Y0, they will still accept the job, even though there's no conceivable way for them to get down there. Like, no ladder, no nothing. And that irks me. But I've adapted, and I have ways to bypass that. I don't know why. It's kind of, I don't know. I've kind of come to like the challenge of there being differences like that and having to overcome them. If you're bored of the game on Java, I actually recommend switching over to try Bedrock. Even though there are many, many things that tend to break. Actually, one of my best advice for Bedrock, two of my best advices for Bedrock, if you're on Windows 10, make a copy of your world. You can do this on any device, but you can make a copy of your world. Always keep it backed up that way, number one. Number two, this is this same piece of advice, but part two to this piece of advice is export your world and keep that somewhere saved. I'd actually recommend keeping it backed up in, say, OneDrive or Google Drive. So even if a meteor was to hit your house when you weren't there and completely obliterate your computer, you would still have a copy somewhere. And your world wouldn't be gone forever. Which I lost my first world on Xbox 360 to profile corruption. So it's painful. Very painful. It's been so long ago now, I couldn't recreate it if I wanted to, because I don't really remember everything that I did. So always keep your world backed up in multiple places. And on here, I downloaded the hang on. Oh, I'm almost out of drinking my water bottle. Mountain Lightning. It's a Mountain Dew knockoff. It's pretty good. You can find it at, I'm assuming, any Walmart in the country. But, what was I saying? Yeah. Always keep your world backed up, and always back it up before an update, because updates break stuff a lot of the time. And that is especially true on Bedrock. It can break stuff on Java too. I've never actually experienced that. The worst thing that's ever happened to me on Java was my power went out suddenly, and it rearranged my chunks. Luckily, I had made a backup earlier that day, so I was completely safe. And I hadn't done anything of substance either. I forget if I had just been AFK fishing, which that might have been what I was doing at the time. Oh man, that brings back memories. AFK fish farms. Never thought that there would be a day when that was nostalgic. I remember that made some of the community upset, but then again, it was kind of really cheesy in the first place. But it's still technically possible. It's just you can no longer make, well, if you want purely fish, you can make the smaller ones still and use those. But if you want the loot, they're just not really worth the time anymore, because one, there's much better ways to get mending now. Villagers. So it's not really worth the time anymore, truth be told. But yeah, it's still worth it if you want the fish. Even though there are much better sources of food. Once again, villagers. They sell golden carrots. Or if you have a wheat farm, you can just farm cows. Which you need if you're going to buy enchantments off villagers anyways, because you need books. In my case, I could just go back and finish looting the stronghold, which I didn't do when I was there. Because I was kind of one-tracked on just defeating the dragon. Which I did, and I'm glad I did, because I have an elytra. I have a okay amount of shulker shells. Which is going to run out very fast because I deploy a ton of shulker boxes at one time. As you can see, I have 3 here just for farming potatoes. And I do have plans on making this farm even bigger, or possibly moving it. Because it's not pretty, but it does make the profits. And it does it really well. One thing I actually need is I need more ender chests. I might just go buy more eyes of ender. That's the one. I always like to sell from the least amount to the most amount first. I feel like that makes sense. Hi, villagers. I am back to trade you tons of food for lots of emeralds. Must be midday. They seem to be having a meeting. Alright. Actually, let's get the axe out. Get that repaired. Yeah, this is an excellent way to make a ton of XP in one go. Excuse me. But I don't regret building this village one bit. Even though it's not as easy to find the villagers and kind of difficult to find new ones to trade with when you've traded one out. I don't regret it one bit. Because one, it's pleasing to the eye. And 2, I don't have to worry about them not refreshing their trades like was an issue with the old trading hall. And actually more common of an issue with it than you would have thought. And it's easier to just kind of bring a villager over here and dump them in. What? Oh. It's easier to just bring the villagers over here and just kind of dump them over the wall than it is to have to try to finagle them into a tiny space and then worry about hitting them on accident. Okay, is there anyone else over here that... There. See, I even designed this to have 2 doors so that they wouldn't get stuck at the doors and bottleneck. But what happened is this would be full and they would be trying to use their workstations through this wall and it wouldn't work. So, just completely buggered their pathfinding. Oh, this isn't even finished? It doesn't have the windows. I'll finish that off. I'll mess with that off camera. That's a lot of running back and forth. Okay, there's one. I need to get name tags and... Okay, I know there's one of you that I have not traded with yet. There is at least one of you. Okay, it looks like it's getting dark. Also, I thought this was a cool idea. Doesn't look so terribly great. Also, I need to... Actually... I'll remedy this real fast since I've got this building here that I'm not using. I was thinking about turning this into another house so I could have more villagers. But... Yeah, there's still, this isn't full yet. And that can fit 6 beds. So this isn't, actually it can fit 7. So this isn't full yet, so. That's 1, 4. It's 11 villagers. Potential for 11 villagers. I don't know why this is my favorite house to sleep in. It just is. Apparently. So I'm just going to wait around here for a minute for those guys to reset their trades. Fill my... Yeah, you need to refresh your trade, sir. You're still an apprentice. You need to level up, bud. So yeah, please reset your... Whilst I'm waiting, I might as well fill my water bottle up. Say water bottle, it's really an anything bottle. Really good because it keeps whatever you put in it cold for a really long time. So I actually really recommend it. It's the brand is Tao. It has a little water drop with TAL written across it. Really good bottles. Not sponsored, by the way. In case that wasn't obvious, I've only got like 38 subscribers. I don't think anyone with a right mind would sponsor a channel this small. It'd be funny after I said that in a few days if I got a Raid Shadow Legends sponsor. That'd be... oh. That'd be horrendously funny. Okay, you reset. Give me the profits, Mr. Villager Man. But yeah. If you choose to go the route of the Irish potato farmer, just note you're in for the long haul, but I personally don't mind it. I actually find it kind of relaxing, which is a little weird, but I put the ender chest down and left it somewhere. That is just typical. Yeah, I can always recommend keeping a few of these in your inventory. Because they're just useful to have. 2, if you're in a pinch in the nether, you can always break, like, I think it's 2 of them, and you have a portal. Me, I like to keep obsidian in my ender chest, so I don't have to actually break it, but... Now here's the fun part, is finding the single cleric. I'm just going to trade him out. He sells you perfectly enough to light the end portal. That is just excellent. He also sells... That might also be another good way to make money. Netherwort. Because fortune works on netherwort. It'd be a very, very, very slow process. So I would personally wouldn't recommend that. If anything, the best... If you want the true best way to make profits, it would probably be a multi-layered bamboo farm. Because you could just AFK and get tons of sticks. Just like leave the game running overnight. Now that would probably be the best way in the entirety of Minecraft to make profit. To make bank really fast. Actually, at some point I might set that up. I'll probably set up a separate village. Actually, this was built with expandability in mind, although it's kind of limited. I can't really go that way now since I built this little market area. Yeah, these were just basically miscellaneous villagers. And I was going to build a huge tower here. Then I decided this village had too many towers. It technically kind of has 3. So I said, I'll just get rid of the little foundation I had made to kind of map it out. And then just made this off an idea I had, because as you can see, there is a actual legit village over there. Or that's where the breeder is. They had market stalls. So I figured I'll just do that, but better. And came up with this. Which, I don't know. I don't know on that one. Mixed feelings, I guess. So these 2 boxes are empty. One minor annoyance I have is, even though these are both empty, you can't pick block them. And it's really annoying. But when you first craft them, you can pick block them. Another grievance I have is you can't compost these. That I don't understand. Yeah, you can't compost them. So, poisonous potatoes are useless. They're just inventory clutter and chest clutter. Get rid of them. There's my dog Waffle. I have not seen him in a while. Well, that's a lie. I've actually played this quite a bit. As of late, any blaze powder? No, I don't have. Well, actually, that's enough for 3. I have obsidian somewhere. Yeah, I have obsidian in the storage room because that's the goal/objective wall. Boom. And just in case, in the near future, boom, there. I wish I'd known that was in there. I'm going to take the paper out. I'm going to put that down in the area where I farm sugarcane. In the paper shulker. I'm going to do a mass selling of this stuff real soon. Once I get enough of it. I guess that's another okay way to make emeralds is through paper. Setting up a good sugarcane farm that gets 100% profit is difficult. Because if you do it stacked, like there'd be more sugarcane above this. Then when the piston breaks some of it tends to just fall and land here and not over here where it should. It's messy. It's a messy thing. Well, that is basically 2 hours. We've hit the 2-hour mark. So I think I'm probably going to end it soon, or end it here. Oh, I still had another stack left, man. Oh well. I'll sell it to him next time. Actually, I'm just going to start converting these. I'll leave that stack in 23 out, because you never know when you might need to buy something. Yeah, I'm just going to start converting these into blocks, because I do want a mega beacon. I also want enough for a mining beacon, so Yeah, we'll be getting on the wither hunt soon. Before that, I need to get the coordinates of the fortress and actually mine in the Nether hub to make the tunnel to the fortress. And then I also need to probably on a live stream make a make the fortress bigger so that more skeletons spawn in one area. Makes it a lot more convenient than having to run through the narrow halls. Makes it easier. Ooh. Tried and drown. Tried and drown. I'll do the outro here in a minute, but first... Seriously, man? I've had terrible luck as of the last 2 days getting tridents. It's fine, you get a free hit in. That's all you're gonna get in, but... yeah. Okay, I'm gonna end it here. Enough taunting the undead. Yeah, if you like the stream, if you're watching this after the fact, thank you so much for making it to this point. I find these VODs, essentially, is what they're going to be after the fact. I find them great kind of podcast fodder if you're working in your Minecraft world. Which is what I do if I'm, like, watching an IBX Toy Cat stream. I'm doing off-camera work, either in this world or playing in one of my single-player worlds. Great, they're great for that. But, anywho, I've been confined to 68.1. Hopefully, next time I do this, I'm not going to have a sore throat. Next stream I'd probably do will probably be GTA 5. Because I've thought about it. I recorded one episode of it and then thought, you know what would be better is if I did this live. Don't know why. I'm not great at GTA. My voice is going. I'm not great at GTA 5. But I'm also going to leave you off with this. I've also been looking at doing a Skyrim series. And 7 Days to Die, whenever the next alpha comes out. I'll probably do one sometime. But those are going to be really long episodes. And I want to do it in an episode rather than a live stream so that I can actually at least somewhat show you how good the game can actually look. Because with the current internet I have, it's not great for live streaming and making it look good because I can't have too high of a bitrate. So yeah, I do plan on returning to 7 Days to Die. I would like to do a Skyrim Let's Play. And maybe with the added challenge of survival mode and crafted items, that might be a good idea. I like smithing in Skyrim. I really like smithing in Skyrim. Other than that, I plan on returning to Phasmophobia. That'll probably be demoted to videos. Unless I do it with Jay, custom PC gamer. Unless I do it with him, then it'll probably be live in that case. I don't know. I'm still working this stuff out. I've just come back after like 2 or 3 months off. I think it was 3 months. But yeah. All the rambling over. I've been confined to 68.1. Thank you so much for watching this stream live, for those of you who did. And if you're watching this after, once again, thank you for making it to this point, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.